morning. Good morning. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Odon here in the Tri-State Traffic Center. We welcome you to the big broadcast. If I could find the music slider, I would do it. Undiluted the way they've got the music set up here. But anyway, we'll leave our new music in the background just for my little monologue. So good morning, everybody. Welcome to this early Tuesday morning, August 2nd, 2022. Can you believe it's already August the 2nd? Unbelievable. Where is the summer going? But yesterday actually a little bit cooler than it was over the last, say, 10 days or so. Temps were, I think, only up into the mid-70s in my area. That felt pretty good. There's a humid feel out there. It almost felt like it was going to rain at almost any time. Speaking of the weather, Jon Rocco has provided the forecast here today, so we'll get to check that in about 10 minutes at 7:15. But if you like the heat, I think you'll enjoy our end of the week. We're going to get that southwestern blowtorch, as the great Jay Angle used to say. So that is forthcoming. What also is forthcoming is our traffic situation. Fairly busy again for a summertime Tuesday. Quite a bit happening around our entire tri-state. So buckle up and get ready for the ride. This half hour is going to be sponsored by the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery. CranfordVanillaBeanCreamery.com is the best place and the only place you need to get ice cream. Located in beautiful Cranford, New Jersey, at 908-272-3000 is the phone number for Ralph. Check out his website, CranfordVanillaBeanCreamery.com. All right, so let's get right to the action here this morning. Want to bring in the maps, and I feel like I'm looking all over the place. Go look directly right in the camera right there. There we go. Just all over the joint. There it is. So we've got this issue here in Manalapan. This is going to be on Route 9 this morning. That is going to be shut down until further notice. That's heading south of Gordon's Corner Road, and that's been out there for a little while. This is the last update, but it was out there even earlier than that. We've got down wires north Gordon's Corner Road. Let's go towards the cameras. Let's see if there is a camera in that location. Let's check this out. I thought there was. No, it's just a little bit. I don't think this camera is going to be. No. Oh, that's way too far north to see what we've got going on. So, yeah. All right, so no cameras there, so that's closed and detoured. Now, 495, we have an issue here. We do know there's cameras there, but let's just check this out in real time to see which one we want. It's Columbia 1, and I always click on Columbia 2. It's going to be right there. It is. And there's your crash right here in the center. Let's see here. That is. I can't tell whether the. Let's just see. I don't think I can blow this up anymore. Oh, maybe I can. So it's right in here now. Whether this vehicle's on the back of the actual tow truck, I'm not quite sure, but it is at least shutting down the two right center lanes. You're right at Kennedy Boulevard, right here in North Bergen. So our delays are obviously well back onto the Turnpike and Route 3. Until this gets out of the way. Again, Port Authority is really good as far as, they're almost like a Formula One pit crew. I mean, they're on the situation almost immediately as soon as something breaks. So, yeah, so we got the center lane taken out there. Pedestrian accident, unfortunately, here on 130. Taylor's Lane, New Albany Road in Cinnaminson. There's not many cameras on 130, but we'll dive in and see. Well, maybe. Manor Drive. This is it here, right at Manor. It's right in here is where somebody was struck heading northbound here along Route 130. So it's just past Taylor's Lane It's closer to Manor Drive. That is completely shut now until further notice. This intersection is open, but that northbound side is completely shut. So let me just see exactly where that is. That is going to be also 322, both directions, Fry's Mill Road, Tuckahoe Road, and Monroe. All lanes are closed there. I don't think there's any cameras in 322. Let's see. Yeah, no, there's nothing there. So just go with the posted detour to get past all of that. Let's go to our maps here this morning and see the delay behind that 130 issue. Right in here. And we saw that out by Manor Road, Taylor's Lane. So it's right in this section here. Our camera was located up right about in here. This is Manor. One of these, this is where the camera was, right at this intersection. So, that is a bit of a tough spot there in Cinnaminson. Looks like we may have something on the Betsy Ross coming back to New Jersey is a little bit tied up as well. Here in South Jersey, I might as well stay here. We'll take a look at 5542. That is a little bit crowded. Again, what else is new? AC Expressway, Garden State Parkway, Wildwood, Cape May, Ocean City, Atlantic City Parkway through Ocean, Atlantic, Monmouth counties. Everything is fine here in the Central Jersey. 78 finally playing nice here this morning. Out through Warren, Bridgewater into Clinton. So everything is clean and green there. Parkway 287 the way it should be. Everything out in Parsippany 80, 287, 17. Again, another heavily vacation travel week for a lot of our friends. You know, finishing up these vacations this week because then next week preparations begin for the kids to head back to school for college. Not so much public schools. Public schools don't start until, you know, after Labor Day. But, you know, the initial planning and what have you. And I know the G-Man is sending his two girls to college, so he's going to be off for the second and third week of August. Been running around, so that's, you know, what happens this time of the year. East on 280, a little heavy, the Stickle Drawbridge, and then on the Bay Extension here at 14 is a little bit crowded. Let me show you the Hudson Rivers because I want to take a check of that Lincoln Tunnel number, see where we stand. Populate. So the Lincoln is 26 minutes. And again, because of that crash, once that's out of the way, you'll be back down into the, you know, upper teens, 15 minutes on average at the George. Same thing with the Holland. So again, until we get that crash out of the way for us, that will be in good shape. 7:13 is our time. We are live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch here this morning. Alexander, happy Tuesday. How does it look going from East Rutherford to Century Road in Paramus? Okay, let's do that, Alexandra. I'm going to leave your comment up. Let's see here now. So we got to go up here to East Rutherford. So I would suggest you just head up Route 17 is going to be good. Century Road is north of Route 4, I believe. I believe Century Road is up in this area. If I'm not mistaken, it's Midland. There it is. Here's Century. Just past Route 4. Yeah, looks great. Can't complain. Although, you know, if you're going to leave like in an hour or so, you may start to hit some traffic going north here into Central Avenue in Rochelle Park and Maywood. That's usually about the go time for some delays along 17 heading northbound. So just keep that in mind. Again, it's not a horrible delay. You're just going to start to see some slow traffic coming through that area where the two lanes go across those little narrow bridges and then further up into Paramus. I'm surprised they haven't replaced those bridges. They probably aren't in dire need of some tender loving care. So All right, so there you go, Alexandra. You should be in good shape. 7:15 now is our time. We're going to do a quick check of NJ Transit before we go to the Weather Center. And let's do this. We've got one alert on the board. Morrison Essex 404 to 703, arrival in Hoboken 15 minutes late. Okay, we'll do a quick check of path. Let's cross our fingers here. Newark World Trade resuming normal service. Crew resolved an earlier mechanical problem between Harrison and General Square. We apologize for the inconvenience this may have caused. That was 14 hours ago. That was last night. All right, so let's go to the Weather Center and our forecast provided by one Mr. Jon Rocco, our meteorologist in training from Rutgers University. He's president of the Weather Watchers Club, and we thank John for all the work he does here on the Tri-State Traffic Show. So this morning, partly sunny out there. Not a bad start to the Tuesday morning ride throughout our entire area. Temps are into the upper 60s to lower 70s to start things off here this morning. A little bit cooler up in Newton, about 64. Again, yesterday was, only into the mid to upper 70s. And there was plenty of cloud cover out there. Although, come about 7:30 or so, the sun started to break its way through some of the clouds. Unfortunately, I didn't get to the car show. It was Corvette night for the Galloping Hill Cruisers, but I thought about bringing the Cadillac, but figured a bunch of Corvettes, not who's going to be looking at a Cadillac. We'll take a look at the 5 boroughs now. Lower 70s across the board. That's pretty much where we're standing. Again, a fairly tight temperature gradient here out to the island. 71 in Farmingville, 70 in Shirley, 71 in Islip. We continue to the Hudson Valley, obviously a little bit cooler here into the mid to upper 60s. So that's not a bad, refreshing start for you. 68 in Monroe, 68 in Yonkers, 66 in Patterson. Southwestern Connecticut, we're looking at, about 68 in Danbury, 68 in Hartford, and 73 in Bridgeport and New Haven and Norwalk. Let's take a look at the forecast for today. So we're going to cook up a little bit to the lower 90s on average throughout inland New Jersey. To the beaches, we'll call it into the upper 80s, 86 in Cape May, 85 in Islip, 86 in New Haven, 93 in Freehold, 92 in Trenton, 93 in Cherry Hill. So, we're slowly making that push for, some of the warmer weather that is to come. And we will find out how hot it's going to get, as well as if there is any rain and storm threats coming up at 7:45 in less than 30 minutes. So this half hour is sponsored by the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery. CranfordVanillaBeanCreamery.com is the best place to get more information on the shop. 908-272-3000. 22 North Avenue West in Cranford, New Jersey. Again, 908-272-3000. Dial that number. It's amazing how we say dial when no one dials, right? It's like the old money store commercials with Phil Rizzuto, dial 1-800 Money Store. So, love those old commercials with Phil. So Vanilla Bean Creamery is the best place to get your ice cream fix. You can see just some of the wonderful ice cream that Ralph has, the party cake, vanilla chocolate strawberry, just the core staple 3 ice cream flavors that he has. He also has this amazing sorbet there in the top right. That's the blood orange, lemon, and peach and mango sorbet. Absolutely delicious stuff. Also, he has these wonderful flying saucers and the classic Chipwich pillowy soft vanilla ice cream. I've always wondered. I've always wanted to see what the process was to how he makes these flying saucers and Chipwiches. Maybe one of these days I have to go and get some video of how he makes those. I find that fascinating. And there's some more of the ice cream: the Cookie Monster, M&M Explosion Coffee, Vanilla Chocolate Super Crunch, which is basically an ice cream cake. It's kind of all mashed into a bowl, and an ice cream flavor. Absolutely delicious stuff. And speaking of ice cream cakes, he also has these wonderful all occasion cakes, some 4 to 8 people, all the way up to 40 people. And then you can get them inscribed, written on with anything you'd like on the top of the cake. Perfect, again, for birthdays, other celebrations, and also just for a general barbecue. That is going to be the all occasion cake at the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery. And here's the picture we always show of my buddy Ralph. And there's Justin and his visit a couple weeks ago. Ralph has his purple and white uniform. That's his official uniform of the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery. Yeah, looking good. So once again, head on over to beautiful Cranford, New Jersey, to the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery, 908-272-3000, 22 North Avenue West. And you can check out his website, cranfordvanillabeancreamery.com. Also follow him on social, on Instagram and Facebook. Posts up some of the new happenings there at the Creamery. We thank Ralph for the sponsorship of the Tri-State Traffic Show. All righty then, let's go back to our maps here this morning, and we'll take a look at what we've got going on through the city. And it's fairly good. Staten Island is in great shape here this morning. Not a problem at all. On the Goethals Bayonne or the Outer Bridge Crossing, West Shore Expressway, Staten Island Expressway is fine. Let's take a look at the inbound Gowanus, a little bit heavy here coming off the Verrazano. I think the Verrazano has some road work on the upper level coming back to Brooklyn, so watch for that. We've seen that over the last month or so. It's really kind of screwed traffic up pretty good back to Brooklyn. Back to Staten Island, I should say. So the inbound Gowanus, typical delays here. Can't really get away from any of this. As you get up into the Brooklyn Bridge, both ways, the BQE is heavy. Battery Tunnel, maybe about 5 minutes. Williamsburg Bridge is a little bit slow. South of the BQE is heavy from Queens Boulevard down to the Williamsburg Bridge. The FDR Drive, the west side is good. FDR Drive, again, is going to be clear as you head south here. Coming in towards 125th Street is fine. West side is looking good. Just right off the George is really the biggest of our delays. Take a look at the delay passing Citi Field. Mets doing well. They're sixth in a row, so they're doing well there. Yankees also beat the Mariners last night. So that, I believe, is win number 70, I think. Take a look. Looks like there may be a crash here going west. Let me pull up the incident page for the city. See what they've got cooking here this morning. And there it is, west of Queens Boulevard. So let's go to the cameras now. See what we're up against here on that westbound side. Let's look there. Right in here. 19 different cameras. The only camera that we want to see is between the trees. So it looks like the two right lanes are shut here. So, if you can come over to the service road would be the better option. That's here. As you can see, traffic all tied up. This is Woodhaven at Hoffman Drive. Hoffman, even though Center Mall. Let's just see what the eastbound side looks like. That's it coming down the hill this morning as no, that's going west. Yeah, that's going west because there's the city. This is west. Everybody is in the service road trying to get past the accident. That's what it is. This is east coming towards us. I knew we were on the eastbound side. But bada bing, bada boom. Here at the Grand Central. Yeah, look at that westbound side. Stacked and packed all the way back through Casino Boulevard. So yeah, give yourself plenty of extra time there. You're just kind of mixing in now with the general flow of traffic. So, it's going to run you about another 15 minutes or so. Heading west on the LIE, Grand Central, picking up some additional volume as people are bailing out from the LIE in Eastern Queens. They're sticking with the Grand Central here at 724. Both ways of the Van Wyck at Hillside is heavy. The belt going west here at Kennedy is busy, but the belt is fine all throughout Brooklyn. Again, it's the, wow, what a difference 24 hours makes as far as the weather. North on the Cross Island is busy, getting in towards the Southern State Parkway. Let's go to the Upper East River crossings. Throngs like Whitestone, moderately busy. The Bronx, really not bad. The Deegan looks pretty good. Bronx River Parkway is fine. Deegan through the long-term construction of Willis looks pretty good. West on the LI is pretty heavy here at the Bronx River Parkway. Let's call up the Long Island incident page. Let's see what we've got cooking here this morning. Southern State East at the Meadowbrook, the right lane is shut. LIE West, ramp to 110 at 49, lane shut. East on the Northern, another crash. Brush Hollow Road. So fairly active here out on Long Island. Anna, yes, buenos dias to you. Good morning. Coming in from Homedale, Monmouth County. Very nice. How's the grass? I don't think the rain that we just had a little bit has done anything to the straw that's out there. It is just brutal how dry it is. So let's see here. That is going eastbound, but I don't know where the accident is. It must be just around the corner. Does this camera have anything? Nope. So this is just before the brook. Let's see here. So yeah, between 2020. So I'm gonna go between 19, basically from 19 to 22 is heavy because of that crash. Let's go to the Northern State wreck. There's a wreck on the Northern State. Crash ahead, right lane closed, Brush Hollow Road. Guess there's no cameras there. East on the left. That's where you lose the lane there. No, okay. So let's just pass Brush Hollow Road with this collision. Check out the westbound LIE, shall we? And that's out by Round Swamp Road. So it was on the ramp. Be hard pressed to see any kind of traffic there. So there's the northern crash going east here this morning. There's the southern crash before the Meadowbrook. And then there's the westbound side. Again, it's right in here at exit 49. It's really on, it's on the ramp, but building a little more volume into 110 west of the Sandy Coast Parkway. Looks pretty good. Most of Suffolk County is fine. East on 24, a little heavy out of Riverhead, but east on Sunrise Highway, Hampton Bays, through Shinnecock Hills, Tuckahoe, actually doesn't look bad. All of this through Watermill, Bridgehampton, Sagaponack. Again, traffic really not terrible. So we'll take advantage of it, right? All right, friends. So we're coming up on 7:30 now. Anna says, let's see, the lawn is appreciative of the recent rain, but still thirsty. A lot of leaves falling too soon to need to think about raking. Yeah. The trees are probably trying to figure out what's going on as well, right? It's been a crazy couple of months here. I thought we had a fairly wet winter and spring, but no avail. So anyway, we will talk to you about our sponsor, Travels with Darley. She proudly sponsors this half hour of programming here on the Tri-State Traffic Show. We thank her so much. Go to darley-newman.com for more information. And we thank Darley so much for being a proud sponsor of the Tri-State Traffic Show. All right, so let's go we're here at 7:30 now. Let's check out the Connecticut incident page, shall we? See what we've got brewing here. Let's see. Just normal delays. A 95 will go 26, 21, 18, 11, 9 through 5, 49, 42 on the Merritt, 84 a little busy in Danbury, 7-4 because of a tractor trailer versus. I love the versus one vehicle, exits 5 to 4. So the right lane is shut there. All right, so let's jump across the sound. There we go. Wish you could get to Connecticut that fast, right? Bridgeport, Fairfield, again, just our normal delays here. There's nothing out of the ordinary except for this Danbury crash. So let's go up in here. Wow, that is pretty rough. You know what? Let's see if there's a camera on 84 just to kind of get some visuals and get an eye on possibly what we're dealing with. 84 Danbury. Let's see what we pull up here. It's exit 2, exit 4. This is going east. 5 is out. That is going west at 6. West at 6. So I bet you it's this camera here that is showing the crash, and they've taken it out of service. So sometimes they'll do that, depending on the nature of the crash, and just out of respect for what's going on, they will shut down the cameras. So we have to respect that as well. But again, it is just jammed in both directions in exit 5 on 84. Let's take a look at what's happening in the Hudson Valley. Let's see how many broken down vehicles we count. I'm going to say 2. No. Oh, wow. Vehicle fire, 2 lanes shut. This is coming in. Lincoln Thruway South after 17. 172 East area loop road. 1 lane is blocked with a downed tree. So let's go here to the NET. There's cameras here. And of course, there's no cameras in the location we need. So this is at 18A. This is at the New Rochelle toll barrier. Chatsworth Avenue. So it's going to be, let's map it out. Wow, look at that delay. Oof, That's like exit 11 or so. That's going to be well over half an hour, 40 minutes going west. I think that's why this section of 84 into Brewster is moving so much better than it usually is because the holdback there in Danbury. Let's go to NET right in here. There she is right there going south. So if you're watching us up there in Rybrook, Port Chester, Greenwich, if you can get yourself over to the Hutch, is going to be the much, much easier ride as you travel south here along the eastern shore of Westchester County. Other than that, Bronx River Parkway is good. 287 is fine. Elmsford into White Plains. Tappan Zee Bridge is good. South on the thruways, a little bit heavy here at the Palisades. 13 down to 12. Let's continue over towards through Rockland and Orange counties. Again, the thruway 17A is good. So is 17. Woodbury Route 6, 84 is fine. The Beacon Bridge is good. 84 is quiet here in Dutchess County. Up towards Pauling, Patterson, Lake Carmel, 84. Route 6, Brewster, Katona, Bedford Hills, Mount Kisco. It sounds like the Metro North guy. 172, 202, Route 9 along the beautiful Hudson River is going to be in great shape. So we're fine throughout Lower Westchester or Upper Westchester and Dutchess and Putnam and Orange and Rockland counties. Let's go to the MTA website. Let's check this out. Got brewing here. These are all just planned constructions. So looking pretty good on the subways, the rails. We've got some delays in the Wassaic branch of Metro North. 5:45 train from Wassaic to Grand Central is 15-20 minutes late because of earlier mechanical issues. Planned boarding change there. It's been the first 6 hours to exit eastbound trains at Meridian Avenue. Just be mindful of that procedural. The rest of Long Island Railroad, things are going to be in fairly good shape. So, we've got a couple of outstanding issues here, but for the most part, it's kind of par for the course. Dare I say, a little bit lighter, possibly. Here at 7:35, we got the issues on 84 both ways at exit 5 with that crash. South on the New England Thruway here at 17. Chatsworth Avenue, that crash is being cleared. East on the Northern State, watch for that crash out by Brush Hollow Road by the Wantagh. East on the Southern, a crash out by the Meadowbrook. And then Sunrise Highway's heavy out towards Southampton. But the most of North Jersey is still in quiet order here this morning. We still have this issue on 130 in Cinnaminson. This is going to be on the Delran border, just past Taylor's Lane. Everything is shut going north there with investigation ongoing. So we wanted to look up those Major League Baseball standings. Come on. Yeah. So the trade deadline is at 6 p.m. here this evening. So some are saying Juan Soto is on the trading list. Yeah, they got to the 70 mark right there. Pretty remarkable. I mean, they've hit, they kind of hit the skids, the Yankees, for just a short amount of time, that should probably be. Get some water. They probably should have been about 75 wins by now, but still 70 wins and, 26 games over 500 is fairly amazing. So they are the best record in baseball. 7. It's amazing. The Yankees are a full 16 games ahead of the Central Twins. But the Astros, again, are playing well. It's still very strange to see the Astros in the American League. I don't understand why they just didn't leave Milwaukee in the American League and the Astros in the National League, as that's always been. Not really a fan of that. So yeah, I guess if the playoffs were to start, it'd be the Yankees, Twins, Astros, and then 2 wild cards. That would probably be the Blue Jays and the Mariners, possibly at this point. So let's see what the National League is. So the Mets still, they're playing good baseball as well, 65 and 37. Just now 3.5 up on the Braves, which are always a tough deal. Donnie Mattingly, his Marlins. Wow, it's still in the toilet here. Wow. There's the Brewers. Should be in the American League. Oh, bothers me with that. Cardinals, Cubs, the Reds. When was the last time the Reds had a good team? Wow. Those powerhouse teams. It's amazing how things just go full circle. There's the Dodgers yet again, stacked and packed. Arizona hasn't been good for a long time either. But the Dodgers at 69 and 33, so they're just one behind the Yankees. So they, I guess, technically have the best record in baseball as far as winning percentage is concerned, right? 676 with the Yankees at 673. So, yeah, so Dodgers yet again. That would be an exciting series if it was the World Series, Yankees, Dodgers, but there is a lot of baseball still left to be played. Although we're in, August 2nd here and final 2 months of the season. So yeah, so there we go. All right. So 7:39 is our time. Let's come off the MLB standings here this morning. Let's go here. Let me just check up on 17 for Alexandra. She's going to be leaving here shortly. So 17 is fine, but there's the delay, as I mentioned, here at 20 of. So starting to see some backups now heading north into Central Avenue. I mean, you're going right up in this area here in Paramus. So it's just going to hit just a little bit of slow traffic. I mean, it's nothing to get terribly excited about, but it's starting to hit the brakes just a little bit as more people get up and about and out the door. West on Route 3 is heavy here at 46. Parkway now starting to hit the brakes here, going north of 147 up to 150. Turnpike Eastern and Western spurs are good. Eastbound 3 is still tied up again, I think, because of that earlier crash on 495. So wow, all of our incidents came off here at 130. Like that's reopens only 322. So this is just residual traffic to the Lincoln because of that earlier crash, taking out the center lane. But the Turnpike Eastern and Western spurs are good. Turnpike backed up into 14. What else is new? Both ways to 24 are still kind of messed up here, getting in towards the mall at Short Hills. I want to show you the Parkway cameras here this morning. Let's just see, because it kind of, dare I say, went downhill a little bit quicker. It just kind of all of a sudden just popped up. So let's just examine that. This is out by the Essex Tolls. That seems to be rolling along fairly nicely. 148, that's northbound that heads away. That's stacked. This is the southbound side. Wow, that's busy in either direction there. Don't think anything is going on. I think it's just a lot of volume. So that's heading into the Essex Toll Plaza. North is on the left, if you can even make it out. We'll go 147 here. We're still fine. You know, it's starting to hit. It's just slowing down a little bit below the speed limit here out by 147 in East Orange. But other than that, kind of just normal progression of traffic across the board, even here at the 142 Tower. Looking fine here out by 78. Let's switch over to the Turnpike cams. Check this out. We go here, go down here. We'll go south of 14. Let's see. That looks pretty good. You know, I was trying to see if we could check out the delay in the Bay Extension, but there's two cameras here. No. North on the left. I mean, it's impossible to see. You can't see anything with that. So let's go to, this is where I want to go at the toll plaza just to see how far. Yeah. So again, this is the residual traffic coming off the Turnpike at 1618E because of that earlier crash out by Kennedy Boulevard that still kind of screwed traffic up there. Go to the Bay Extension. Let's tell. Yeah, that's coming out of the toll plaza, jammed there. And the old roof shot, which nobody can see. This is getting onto the Bay Extension again. Yet again, this bridge is being repaired. It seems like it's always under constant construction. I feel like they could have just built a new bridge sooner, got a whole lot more out of it than what they have here. Wondering what they're doing. They already added the wider lane, and now they're, you know, I don't know. I just don't know. Maybe Roadway Wiz will have some more insight to that project. We'll have to talk to Dan about that. All right, so 7:45 now is our time, and you know what? Let's head over to the Weather Center. I know everyone's waiting for the 7-day weather forecast, so let's get right to it here, friends. We will take a look at what we've got going on here this morning with our weather. You know, partly sunny out there today. So far here at 7:45. You know, nothing as we saw yesterday, and temps are into the lower 70s or so, give or take a degree or two, up there in Sussex County in Northwest Jersey. In Newton, we're pushing maybe 64, 65, 66 degrees. WNBC. So again, a little cooler up to the northwestern section of the state. Let's continue on over to our 5 boroughs map. So again, the temperature gradient is fairly tight, 71, 72, 73. Same thing out to Long Island, 71, 72, 70 in Shirley, 71 in Port Jeff. Let's go over towards the Hudson Valley now, looking at temps here into the lower 60s or so, give or take a degree. Probably getting closer to 70 now in Yonkers and Monroe. We continue on over towards southwestern Connecticut. Again, temperatures on average about 70 to the north and to the south along the shoreline into the lower 70s, roughly about 73 degrees or so. So, again, that temperature gradient is fairly good here this morning. Let's take a look at Johnny's forecast for today. We're actually going to kind of cook up here in inland New Jersey and western Jersey, 93, 92 respectively there, 91 in Andover, 92 in Central Park. The beaches, shore areas, a little bit cooler by about 6-7 degrees with a little bit of a sea breeze, although the water temperature is into the lower 70s now. So, not going to get terribly relieved from the wind coming off of the ocean. So 86 in Cape May, 85 in Islip, and 86 in New Haven. Let's take a look at our rain and storm threats for the rest of the week. An isolated evening storm is possible here this evening. Now, this is also National Night Out around the United States, where the community gets out and interacts with the local police departments, emergency responders, and so forth. I will be attending mine here locally this evening, and it usually runs anywhere between like 5 p.m. and 9 p.m. or so. So get out if you can and enjoy, but just keep an eye to the sky. Follow Johnny on his Twitter page and his Facebook page as well. I'll let you know if there's anything to be concerned about, if there's any weather en route inbound for later on this evening. Wednesday, Thursday looks good, and then we have some better chances of some rain on Friday, late day storm threat on Friday, and showers and storms are possible on Saturday. I think they're more of the, summertime variety of storms that are coming through. And here is your exclusive 7-day weather forecast, though we do see a lot of clouds and some storm chances here for the most part. So 93 for today, 92 for tomorrow, 96 for Thursday. So if those numbers hold up, we will be in a heat wave come Thursday morning, or Thursday afternoon, I should say, of 3 consecutive days of 90 degrees. And if it holds up for Friday, we'll add a 4th day. Looks like some of those rain showers on Friday into Saturday going to cool things off only to about 86 or so. But you never know. We may squeak out a 90 and just extend this heat wave for about 7 days, within 90 on Sunday and 91 on Monday. So the worst of the heat really is on Thursday, with real feel triple digits there for Thursday afternoon. So again, be careful. We've already gone through this drill already last week, and now we're into it again this week. So hopefully we get some well-needed rain, but it looks like it's coming in for the weekend on Saturday. But again, I don't think it's a washout looking at some of Johnny's guidance. Just some scattered storms, just the typical summertime possible thunderstorms that come into our area. And hey, folks, it is, don't forget, it is summertime. So John will have another check of that forecast coming up at 8:15. So we thank Johnny for the 7-day weather forecast. We also thank Travels with Darley for being a proud sponsor of the Tri-State Traffic Show. You can find her program on Amazon Prime, PBS Create, Wonder Woman Ovation TV's Journey. Darley-Newman.com is the website for more information about Dar and her wonderful program, Travels with Darley. Usually it's on Wednesdays are the best scheduled days that I find it on NYC TV at 1:30. It's channel 25, and then PBS Create at 5:30. So you have 2 opportunities there to set your DVR for Travels with Darley. And again, Travels with Darley, just a wonderful program. In her 10th season, she's out filming her 10th anniversary season. This is usually when she does all of her filming for the upcoming season, is in the summer and early fall before heading into the edit bays to get the shows ready for broadcast. I believe sometime early next year, sometime in January. I believe that's where what possibly we're looking at, but I'll certainly update you on that if it ends up being a different time frame. But sometime early next year, either I'll say January, February, that the new season will be on. And again, it's just a great program, a lot of fun. Darlie is very adventurous, goes out there and does a lot of different things in every destination that she's in, always finds the best place to eat, drink. Just a lot of great information about local destinations. And really, the local is the word, that she finds a local tour guide or someone who lives there 24/7 to really get that local flavor of what it is to let's say live in Chicago or St. Louis. Actually, speaking of St. Louis, she has an upcoming program, another one of the programs from the Smithsonian Associates on August the 18th. I don't have a calendar in front of me of what day of the week that is. I'm thinking that may be a Thursday. So 2 weeks from Thursday. Yeah, that will be 2 weeks from Thursday. So I'll have more information later in the week and next week about her program on St. Louis is the next stop for Darlie with the Smithsonian Associates. A lot of fun. Those shows are really great. Gives you a lot of great information. And I don't know whether she's posted it. Let me take a look here quickly. Well, as we take this off of this, and we go here, it doesn't get any fresher than what this is. Unfortunately, I can't play any sound. Can I? Let's see. Yes, we can. So there you go. That's the freshest update you can get 1 minute ago. So there's that's where Darlie is. She's still in France. So good to see her. Looking good with her hat. I always said that she has this amazing hat collection. I don't know where she gets all these hats from, but she should write a book on all of her hats. So yeah, I'm just trying to see if she had any information about a program in St. Louis. No, doesn't look like it. But you know what? I'm going to show you a little clip of the show. And as we're watching the clip, I'm going to see if I can find that information about the Smithsonian Associates. Let's do this. Let's show you a little sample from her New York Empire State Trail, since that's so fitting with our tri-state area. So sit back and enjoy.
Hi, I'm Darlie Newman, and we're in Albany, New York. We're exploring New York's Empire State Trail with locals as our guides.
Join me as we traverse this 750-mile trail, starting in Buffalo and ending in the beautiful Hudson Valley, not far from New York City. From craft beer and spirits,
120 proof smooth, right?
to Erie Canal history and culture.
The ingenuity it took to conceive this.
Right, conceived in the 1830s, built in the 1850s.
Prior to this canal opening, boats to get to the center of the country had to go down around Florida and up the Mississippi.
I've got a mule, her name is Sal, 15 miles on the Erie Canal.
We're diving into nature, heritage, and the arts
You're depicting a lot of history here. And
along New York's Empire State Trail.
where's Bob Ross when you need him?
Yeah, where is Bob Ross when we need him? Right. Good point there, Darlie. We could lose all the little Bob Ross in our daily life. So I did find here the Smithsonian Associates. If you go to that website, smithsonianassociates.org, destination cities, St. Louis. Thursday, August 18th from 7 to 8:30. And this is Darley's program about St. Louis, about giving you all the best information about St. Louis. So just go on there, grab some tickets to that. Again, it's a virtual program via Zoom. So save that in the favorites so we don't have to look that up again. But that is on Thursday, August 18th, 7 to 8:30. All right. So thanks, Dar, for the sponsorship here at 7:55. Let's do this here, friends. Let me bring that. Let's do a quick recap of what we've got here. All right. So crash in 78 express lanes westbound ramp to 19 north. There was a camera in here, but it's just a roll of the dice to see if this camera works. See anything there? 19 camera here. Nope. All right. So that is out of service there. So that would be right in this locale. Right in here. So just be mindful of that this morning to 19, right in that area there. So that's why it's a little tied up back to the beginnings or the end of the Bay extension, depending on which way you're going. But now we're just starting to see our general delay on the Parkway, starting to get backed up here through Cranford into Kenilworth up to the Union Construction. Both ways here in Bloomfield is heavy. And then further north, I wonder if something happened here up by 153, because that's really crowded more than what it should be out by Brookdale. Could be this westbound Route 3 delay is tying that left only, or that left lane exit for westbound Route 3. So yeah, a little bit busy there. 17 again, Alexandra. I'm not sure whether you left or not, but it's starting to get really busy here, getting north out of Lodi into Rochelle Park. I know you were saying you were heading up to this section of Paramus. West on 80 in Patterson is heavy out to Route 19. Both ways of 80 is fairly crowded here at 287. And then 24 seeing a lot of traffic going east of 287 all the way down to the mall at Short Hills. Maybe a little sun glare working into the picture, but the westbound side is heavy. Here we lose the third travel lane. 78 west out through Vauxhall is a little bit busy as well. 287 is fine. 4680. We are clear up to the northwestern section of the state. 15 south of Lafayette into Sparta is a little bit busy. I bet you Lake Mohawk is probably beautiful out here along the water. It's a really cool little town. Almost reminds you of like Murder, She Wrote. Almost looks like Cabot Cove in Maine. Or even that little section of Throgsneck out by the Throgsneck Bridge. It's very picturesque. It has a very universal backlot look to it. 23 Hamburg, Sussex, that's fine. Not much happening there. 206 a little busy heading south and Roxbury down to Mount Olive. We continue over to 78 is good all the way out to the Pennsylvania border. Let's go to 202 is fine in Flemington, East Amwell. 206 is good. Route 1 is busy here in North and South Brunswick. The Turnpike, we're in good shape. Monmouth County, 35, 36 is clean and green. 195 is good. 29 into the Trenton Tunnel is going to be busy as well. Just kind of normal volume there. Looks like the 130 issue, according to the DOT, is wrapped up, which I believe it has, because it looks like delays have thinned out fairly nicely this morning. 295 is good until you get out to the Aljo Curve is a little bit heavy. What else is new? And 4255, that's busy. Here through the Deptford area. Squeedsboro, West Deptford, Penns Grove, that's clear. Woodstown, Mannington Township, 40. Elmer, Franklin, some of these towns I've never heard of. Lived here all my life. I've never heard of some of these. AC Expressway, Parkway, Ocean City, Wildwood, Cape May is fine. So we'll go to the Parkway here throughout Ocean County is clear. On over towards Monmouth County is good. So we're in good shape here at 8 o'clock this morning. And we welcome you here on Facebook, YouTube, as well as onto Twitch, as the cool kids are are playing on Twitch. I don't know much about Twitch, but hopefully we'll maybe get some more viewers there. Let's bring in a little bit of the music, right? Sponsored by Crime for Vanilla Bean Creamery, crimeforvanillabeancreamery.com. Best place to find the best ice cream in the land, anywhere to be found. So we thank Ralph for the big sponsorship here of the Tri-State Traffic Show. Already August the 2nd. Can you believe it already? It is just unbelievable. Today is already August the 2nd. And thanks a lot for joining us. Summer, I don't know, I wouldn't say half over, but yeah, I'm probably almost half over here, right? You know, kids are getting ready to go back to college. Summer vacations are in full effect. I think the traffic will slowly pick up here in the next few weeks or so. By about the third week of August, we'll start to see a little more of an uptick in traffic. Not a terrible uptick. And then, I think some of it is just a lot of the kids going back to college and so forth. But public schools don't go back until September. I think it's right after Labor Day. Although high school football, I believe, starts before Labor Day. I don't know what day Labor Day is. I think Labor Day is like Monday the 4th, maybe. So I think high school football starts September 1st. My math and calendar are in the proper order, but I'm not sure about that. So there you go. All right. So you're watching the Tri-State Traffic Show. Again, we're on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. Comment section is open. Please join Anna and Alexandra and myself for the ride here this morning. Post up a comment. Please like and subscribe the YouTube page. It helps us out greatly here in the Tri-State Traffic Show. No, I just didn't put my head through the monitor. That was the music doing something kind of wacky. All right, so let's go back into our maps here this morning. We want to let's go. We've done New Jersey already, so let's go towards the now we got another crash here north of 153. I knew something had to be going on there at Brookdale. So let's go to that Parkway camera out at the Brookdale service area. It's going to be here. As close as what we can get now. There it is in Nutley, 151 again, out to 153 crash now being reported this morning. And that's kind of what I thought, because it should not have been that heavy out to Route 3 unless something's going on, unless something was happening here right in that area. So, yeah, that's going north on the Parkway at 153 for Route 3. So there you go. That's the freshest update we can give you. Just unfortunately happened. Let's go to the city incident page, and it doesn't look like anything is cooking here. So we just got normal delays. So we'll just stay here in the Bronx and work our way south. South on the Deegan is fairly busy here this morning. Coming in 179th Street before the Cross Bronx. But the Deegan through the long-term construction out by Yankee Stadium looks pretty good. South on the Bruckner is heavy. The Bronx River Parkway. West on the Bronx River Parkway is heavy. The Cross Bronx at the BRP is heavy. North on the Bruckner extension is busy. Getting up in towards Pelham Parkway. Throngs like Whitestone are actually in pretty good shape here this morning. Not a whole lot of action. South on the FDR Drive is busy here. Getting out to the RFK Triborough. Typical delays in the Whitestone Expressway heading to the Whitestone Bridge. West on the LIR crash here at Queens Boulevard is cleared, but we're still back to Casino Boulevard. Eastbound picking up a lot of additional volume as we make our way out to the Cross Island this morning. So is the eastbound Grand Central is heavy out to the Clearview. Outbound Jackie Robinson is fairly busy. Both ways, the Van Wyck and Hillside Avenue is a mess. West on the Belt is busy out by the airport. Cross Island, some general volume here out by Belmont Racetrack. On up in towards the LIE. So the Bell Parkway is actually in good shape here this morning. Staten Island, east on the expressway, picking up some more moderate volume in the Victory Boulevard. North over by Arden Avenue on the West Shore is busy there. Staten Island bound upper level, looks like there is some construction there that is still with us. So be mindful of that. Industry City, Gowanus is a mess right up onto the BQE this morning. And then south on the BQE is heavy getting out to the Brooklyn Bridge. BQE pretty busy here from the Queens Boulevard area across the Kosciuszko Bridge. Midtown Tunnel is about 20, about 10 here at the Ed Koch. So, just our typical bacchanal of traffic for the morning rush hour. Let's go out to Long Island. Let's check up on our incidents here on the northern state at Brush Hollow Road. We still have the right lane shut. That's been out there for almost an hour. And then east on the LIE 106, 107 North Broadway, Jerusalem Avenue exit ramp partially blocked. So let's go here. Let's check out the LIE situation. I think it's right in here. It's right there. 106, 107, right there with the lane shut. Trying to get onto the exit ramp there at 41. So a little bit tied up there. As we head east this morning. That's the northern here. Crash ahead, right lane closed. Yes, we know that. Over by Brush Hollow Road. So just that's where the northern goes from 3 lanes to 2 here at the Wantagh Parkway. But we are fairly delayed now. Back to Post Avenue. Be surprised. Okay. This is west of Post. Let's see how slow this traffic is. Yeah, that's a fairly heavy ride here this morning. Yeah, what a mess that is. I'm not going to argue with that. This is the westbound side of 106 and 107. So some of this is rubbernecking delays now extending back to South Oyster Bay Road. A mess as well. Back to the LIE connector. So really tied up both ways in towards 135 South Oyster Bay Road as we continue into 106 and 107. So really just west of 135, I should say. Yeah. Tough ride for our Long Islanders here this morning. A little bit out of the ordinary, but the southern state, east from 18 all the way to 27, 28. West is heavy out of 109 into 135. That is really busy. There's your northern state delays. The westbound LIE is heavy here at the Northern State Parkway connector. Eastbound on the LIE is fairly busy as well as people are bailing from the northern state. We're going to go back to 39 through about 40. And then some of this is also because that crash on the ramp to 41 is messing up the ride. Westbound is heavy here. A little bit of rubbernecking in the 106, 107, but just some general volume as well. North on the Saginaw Coast is fairly busy coming up from the southern west of the LA. Some steady congestion here into Vets Highway. Sunrise Highway, LIE looks good. 2025A is fine. Sunrise Highway is busy. Hampton Bays over to South, but it's really right here. Southampton, Watermill, Bridgehampton, East Hampton, Amagansett out towards the end, out to Montauk Point is actually fine. Not much action there. I wonder if did they ever street view? Well, they did street view it out to the Montauk Lighthouse. See what that looked like. Well, a lot of brush. Old Montauk Highway. Look at that. Wow, you are at literally the end, as they call it. Right. There she is. There's the lighthouse. One of these days, I'll get out this way. Certainly don't want to do it in the summertime. It's obviously taken in the winter. So, oh well, look at that. They got little Christmas decorations there for the lighthouse. I wonder why it's not open during the winter. Or maybe it isn't just when they came through. Montauk Point Lighthouse. Very cool. Imagine this little visitor center house is probably the easternmost point of New York State, I would think, because then from here it's to Spain, Portugal, England. There's nothing between. That's it. The end of the road. Not Boys to Men, but kind of wow, interesting. Wow, it's beautiful out here. Very cool. Right. So you get a little bit of something all across the board with the Tri-State Traffic Show. So due east, there is nothing. I feel like you're from Montauk Point. I feel like you're closer to Rhode Island than you are New York City, or even Nantucket. I would imagine a lot of people probably take their small plane here from Montauk and fly over to Nantucket, Martha's Vineyard. Surprised they never built, obviously for whatever, but surprised they never thought about building some sort of a bridge or bridge tunnel system to Newport, Rhode Island. I find that stuff fascinating. Fascinating. So 8:11 is our time. Let's go over to Connecticut now. Let's see what we got cooking here. Just our normal delays. Let's see if the 84 issue also has fallen off the board. 7-4, but that crash has been cleared. So 42.35 on the merit. 95, 26, 21, 18 through 11, and then 9 through 5. Oh, excuse me. Got a little water. Okay. Reset here. Yeah, reset in the chair. So yeah, we're dealing with just our normal delays along 95. So let's go to the maps now. Merritt Parkway, Trumbull, Fairfield, heavy. Again, just our normal areas of concern, especially into Route 7 on the Merritt. Same thing on 95, out towards about exit 15 or so. It's going to be a sluggish ride, as they say. Let's go to the Hudson Valley. It's right. We wanted to check up on our New England Thruway crash to see if that's been tended to. I think it has cleared. Yep. At 17. 2 more broken down vehicles, the Sprain and Taconic, have claimed. That's northbound past 100. Northbound south of 16. Let's see here. South here, again, is going to recover within the next half hour or so, give or take. Because the crash at 17 is gone, but the Hutch, it's picked up a little bit of alternative volume here, getting south of 287 out to Weaver Street, north into North Street is pretty heavy. Bronx River Parkway, Sawmill, Conic, all in good shape. Eastbound 287, Elmsford, White Plains is busy. Tappan Zee Bridge is fine. Make our way to the southbound side of the Thruway is heavy at the Palisades into Interchange 12, so 13 down through 12 is fairly crowded this morning. The Thruway up towards Harriman, 84 Route 6, the Beacon Bridge, that is going to be looking good. Same thing into Fishkill, 84 is fine. So now our 84 delays are starting to build here, going west into 684 out through Peach Lake into Brewster. So we had a little bit of a reprieve because of the crash. Unfortunately, it's not what we want to see. But look at this, from 11 all the way to 4. That's going to run you about another half an hour until that finally will ease up and dissipate, I should say, with that crash still being cleared here in Danbury. All right, so that is the Hudson Valley and Connecticut now. We're at 8:15. Wow, what good timing, right? We're going to go to the Weather Center here now. Looky there. There we go. Beautiful timing. Wow, hit the post on that one. So let's take a look at the forecast here provided by our meteorologist in training, one Mr. Jon Rocco. He is part of the Weather Watchers Club. Friends, he's just not a part of the Weather Watchers Club. Johnny is the president of the Weather Watchers Club. He's the head honcho, the top dog, the big cheese, as they said in Airplane 2 with William Shatner. A bridge. What do you mean we have no bridge? We have no bridge, sir. Why are informed of these things? So yeah, looking at partly sunny skies here this morning. So off to a nice looking start. Temps, getting up into the lower 70s per se. Northwest Jersey up to the mid 60s or so is what we're basically looking at there. Kind of just normal for this time of the year. So, temps into the lower to mid 70s. So Johnny's on par here for the Garden State. We'll go with the 5 boroughs. Temps, again, into the mid 70s or so. What we're looking at here across the board. So again, it's a fairly tight temperature gradient, except for that northwest section of the Garden State coming in around 66 degrees. Central Suffolk County here in Shirley, 70, 75. Westbury at 70, 71 in Huntington. So, again, it's just kind of a normal temperature, room temperature across the board to start things off. Maybe a little cooler up towards Monticello. We'll check in with that reporting station in a minute. Poughkeepsie here at about 70 or so, about 72 here at the 8 o'clock hour. 73 in Waterbury, 75 in New Haven, 75 in Bridgeport. So here's John's forecast for today. We're looking at temps actually getting up into the lower 90s in inland New Jersey. Cooler at the beaches, into the mid to upper 80s or so in Cape May, Point Pleasant, Wildwood, Avalon, Stone Harbor, down to Seaside, 85 out towards Islip, and I would imagine into the lower 80s out to the East End, out to Montauk with that constant ocean breeze coming at you. 92 in Central Park and 86 in New Haven. We'll have another check of the forecast coming up in less than 30 minutes. Let's take a look at the potential for some rain for the weekend and a look at your exclusive 7-day weather forecast. Let's bring in our observation maps here this morning. Again, these are about a half an hour old, so you take that with a grain of salt. So 74 at EWR, 76 at MacArthur, 75 at Tierbo, 72 in Trenton, 70 in Somerville, mostly cloudy. 75 at Kennedy. Let's go to the South Jersey list. We'll check out what's going on at Allentown, Lehigh Valley, 72 in Fair. Philadelphia International at 76. Mount Holly coming in at 76. And some fog and mist in Trenton at 72. Interesting. All righty. Let's go to Connecticut. Bridgeport at fair skies, 74. White Plains with some fog and mist as well at 73. Central Park coming in at a robust 74 degrees. Let's go to the Hudson Valley. Let's check out Monticello, a nice crisp 65. Beautiful there. 72 in Montgomery, 73 in Poughkeepsie, and 72 at Stuart. As we go to Cape May now, take a look at AC Airport coming in at 76 in fair skies. So looks like some of the cloud cover might be up to the north. Ocean City, fair skies at almost 80 degrees. So yeah, definitely sun is breaking through the clouds there. 75 in Wilmington, Delaware. Millville coming in at 74 degrees. Let me show you the AC list here because I wanted to take a look at Belmar Farmingdale at 72. Lakehurst Air Station at 73. We go here to McGuire Air Force Base at 70. That's well over almost 2 hours old at 70. And then we'll finish up out on the East End out to Montauk, coming in at 74, 71 Block Island, and 75 in Shirley. Stop calling me Shirley. So once again, this half hour, excuse me. Ooh, and a hiccup. This half hour, my friends, is sponsored by the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery. CranfordVanillaBeanCreamery.com is where you want to go for more information about the best ice cream in the land. And this is located on 22 North Avenue West in beautiful Cranford, New Jersey, right there. 908-272-3000 is the phone number. Ralph's hours are from 12 to 9:30. Monday through Thursday, 12 to 10, Friday, Saturday, and 12 to 9 on Sunday. So has the core staple flavors. I mean, look how good that looks, right? I didn't eat breakfast this morning just yet, so I had to defer that till 9 o'clock. But vanilla chocolate strawberry, just the core three, you know, his top three sellers are that. At least I think. That's what he's always told me, is those are his really is just core staple. People just like the basics. Classic Neapolitan, you know, vanilla chocolate strawberry. Also has the Bananas Foster, is an award-winning ice cream. That is absolutely stunning, spectacular ice cream. Oreo cheesecake, cappuccino crunch, M&M explosion, black raspberry, cherry vanilla. And also grasshopper. That's a favorite of Justin. He is off today. Did see him on the later newscasts at 4 o'clock. So, but mint chocolate chip, cotton candy, vanilla chocolate chip, cookie dough, coffee, party cake, holy cannoli, fudge brownie sundae. So he has something for everybody. He has this amazing sorbet as well. The blood orange, lemon, and the peach and mango, which are dairy-free. He also has sugar-free options. He also has some frozen yogurt that he makes. So, you know, again, he has something for your frozen delight treats. Cupcakes here, the vanilla cake with the vanilla bean ice cream on them. Pies, Oreo pies, Heath bar pies, ice cream sandwiches, the flying saucers and chipwiches with that soft pillowy vanilla ice cream, as well as the chocolate ice cream. Between the chocolate wafers and the chocolate chip cookies. So absolutely delicious stuff. And again, he has these wonderful all occasion cakes from 4 to 8 people. Or actually 7 to 8 people, I should say, or up to 8 people, really. I guess 4, I guess you're eating a quarter of the cake, right? All the way up to a large sheet cake at 30 to 40 people. So, again, he always has them on hand. They can also make just a vanilla ice cream only version with yellow frosting, available upon request. And you can put any kind of a message on the cake, happy birthday, happy anniversary, Mary is the best, or whatever you want to put. So he makes those. They make some specialty cakes as well. M&M's, Reese's Pieces, Oreo cakes, and Bananas Foster cake. Party cake, chocolate blackout, and mocha bomb. So we make some of these signature specialty cakes that are just great for a barbecue, all occasion or if you just happen to like ice cream, right? And there's our guy, Ralph, right there. 13th season out of Queens, New York. Queens boy, Mets fan, Knicks fan, Jets fan. His only hope here, I think, right now is the Mets, but we'll see. Jets started spring training. Knicks, you just never know what you're going to get. And I don't know whether he really follows hockey or not, but I wonder if he's an Islander fan or a Ranger fan. I'm not quite sure. But anyway, you can find Ralph here at 22 North Avenue West, beautiful Cranford, New Jersey, in Union County, right off the New Jersey Transit's Raritan Valley line. 908-272-3000 is the phone number. And his hours, once again, are 12 to 9:30, Monday to Thursday, 12 to 10, Friday, Saturday, and 12 to 9 on Sunday. And head over to the website. That will be CranfordVanillaBeanCreamery.com. All right. So we thank Ralph for sponsoring the big broadcast here this morning. Hi. I'm looking at the wrong stream. There we go. Hi. I have already had it up. There we go. Had it up. So there we go. We thank Ralph for the sponsorship. Let's go back to New Jersey now, since the rest of the area is fairly tranquil. we'll check in here with a couple issues. And overturned truck 19 northbound ramp from westbound 78. The ramp from the turnpike is blocked. This is just a spaghetti maze of roads and service roads and all kinds of chaos here. So we'll pull up as many of these cameras as possible. We'll see if it's possible to see off the turnpike. The turnpike is way over there. No. Doubt this camera works. No. These two cameras are one and the same. So I'm perplexed as far as where this is. You know, I mean, we've read the description. US 19 northbound ramp from westbound 78. Thought it was over here. Let's give you some more details on that, as I'm interested as far as where this is. This is just a spaghetti maze of roads. I mean, this is just all over the place. Okay. So I think it's follow my logic. I think it's off the local lanes here. Let's see. It's off the local lanes. I think it's on this ramp here. I think it's off of this ramp here to the turnpike is what they're saying. When they say turnpike, they mean the Bay extension. That's what I think they're talking about here, and I don't really foresee it causing too much of a heartache here for anybody. But again, if that's where you get off, that's where I think it is. I don't think it's out unless it's out by unless it's not this way. I don't know. This is just I'm not sure. Well, anyway, it doesn't look like it's causing that much of a major problem. But 78 here west is really backed up out through Vauxhall. Let's go to the cameras there. I want to just see if we pick up anything here this morning. That's just really heavy here, westbound, local, and express. The local lanes are really jammed here, getting through Vauxhall, heading all the way out to Route 24. Nothing being reported here this morning. Almost 8:30, but just a solid ride. So there we go. You know, this northbound parkway is still fairly busy here, getting up to 153 with a crash. Just cleared here. West on 280. I don't like what I see here out by Pleasant Valley Way. I'm wondering if something is going on there. It just hasn't been reported just yet. This is by Day Street. I don't think we're going to be able to see this. No, not going to see anything because the camera doesn't work. So there it is, a Prospect Avenue. What way is that camera going? That headed east? No, Prospect Avenue is way over here. No, I'm sorry. This is Prospect Avenue. What am I talking about? There it is, right there. So that's heading west. So something is definitely going on there. Prospect. through West Orange here. Definitely something is going on. I would have to say it's a crash, broken down. Something's taken out a lane, at least one lane, if not two, because it looks like that's escalated fairly quickly, as Ron Burgundy would say. So yes, we'll keep an ear out for that to see what pops up. Both ways of 17 here at Central Avenue and Rochelle Park is busy. Hopefully Alexandra got to where she needed to go, and is doing well. So friends, this half hour is sponsored by Travels with Darley. Darley-Newman.com is the best place for more information on the wonderful program called Travels with Darley. West on 80 is fairly crowded here, both ways actually into Parsippany, out towards 287. West on 80 is busy out to Route 19. And then we continue over to westbound Route 24. Passing the mall at Short Hills is a fairly slow ride here this morning. Parkway through Clark and Cranford is a little bit busy, but the Turnpike is running fine here. A little crowding onto the eastern spur, but that's going to be about it. 287 is heavy here in Edison, and then a heavier push out through Piscataway on in towards Bound Brook, out between exits 10 through 13. 206 is a little bit busy there in Hillsborough to the bypass. 78 is clear. 80 out of Rockaway, Denville, into Parsippany is busy. So is it's a good ride on 80 out to the Gap. So we're heading out to the Poconos here this morning for R&R. Go to the Turnpike is going to be clear, although it's starting to back up a little bit here in Monroe out by 8A or so. Wonder if something cropped up there. We'll keep an eye on that. 29 in the Trenton Tunnel is busy. Parkway 35, 36, 18, Route 9 is good. All of our shore points are moving fine, but here on 295, something definitely I think has gone. This is not 295, I should say. This is the Turnpike. It's a little bit slow here, passing 42. 42 is just that Bacchanal traffic into 55, getting all the way out to the Aljo curve. What else is new there? Lower Delaware River crossings are all going to be in good shape. As you head out towards the AC Expressway, Route 9, Parkway, Somers Point, Upper Township, Seattle City, Avalon, Stone Harbor, Wildwood, we are clear. So let's give you the rundown of the Hudson River crossings. You know what? While we got the cameras here, let me show you this. 29 tunnel, just to give you a glimpse for our State House workers. That actually doesn't look bad. I think it finally just kind of cleared up here at 129. Yeah, I think that looks fine to me. Coming out of the tunnel north is a little bit heavy, heading up to Cass and Warren Streets. But, yeah, after that, that's fine. Nothing to get terribly excited about here this morning. Alexandra, yes, I made it. Thank you. Awesome. Very good. And let's see here, 60 days left and now decide to see the flower vendor. Oh my. I guess in that space, maybe that's pushing it right to the line in the sand. I'm not sure, but 60 days left and now decide to see the flower vendor. Yeah. So got to let us know how that all works out as far as just availability for flowers and stuff, again, with kind of our bit of extreme weather we've had across the country the last couple of months. I wonder what the situation for availability for flowers, I mean, sometimes they'll get them from South America and so forth, but what kind of flowers are you looking at, Alexandra, for the wedding? And it's amazing. It's only 2 months away, right? Where did that time go? Yeah, just curious what kind of flowers that you are looking at. So what do we want to do now? We're here at 8:34. Oh, that's what we're doing. We're doing the Hudson River crossings. Go there. That back up. Oh, come on. There we go. Average about 20 at the George. Same thing with the Lincoln, 15 to 20 at the Holland. So we're in our summertime traffic pattern here for the Hudson Rivers. We go to the rails, and can we get it all green across? Oh, no. Thought we were getting good. Raton Valley train, 5711, 8:56 arrival, and High Bridge at the 15 minutes late due to earlier police activity near Plainfield. 737 from South Amboy was canceled on the coastline, and the corridor 806 departure from Trenton is canceled because of equipment availability. All right. Go to path now. We'll check in here this morning. Everything is clean and green across the board. Let's see here. Oh, we just had a comment. Let's see. Calla lily, lilies of the valley, hydrangeas. Hydrangeas. Okay, very nice. That's beautiful stuff. As I will look up calla lily, I'm not familiar with that flower. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Oh, those are nice. Yeah. Very nice. They almost look like a cross between a rose and a tulip. I don't. What do I know about flowers except for getting some roses on a special occasion or something? But it almost looks like a cross between a rose and a tulip. Interesting. Let's see what lily of the valleys are. Let's see what that looks like. Oh yeah, yeah, sure. Well, that's very nice. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Very nice, very nice. And what was the hydrangeas? I think I know what those look like. Those are like cauliflower looking flowers. Yeah. Very nice. Mm-hmm. Very nice. The calla lilies those are beautiful. Like I said, it almost looks like a cross between a rose and a tulip. So awesome stuff there, Alexandra. Very, very nice. Yeah. If you can maybe give us an update tomorrow. I'm just curious as far as the availability of a lot of these flowers and stuff, Seems like everything has got some sort of a restriction on it. So let's call up the incident page for the city, because I think what we want to do here at 8:37 is go through the cameras. So no matching records there. So let's do our camera tour. Start off here along Staten Island. So there's the expressway out by the Verrazano on the left is fine. Highland at Arden, West Shore at Bloomfield is good. There's the Outer Bridge Crossing. Highland at Midland is fine. The expressway at Clove Road looks pretty good. Here at Richmond Avenue, Victory Boulevard, here on the left is a little bit busy. Victory at Jersey Street, that's okay. West Shore at Frisk Hills Creek is fine. Let's go to Brooklyn here this morning. Let's check in there. So the Belt, a little busier now out by Bay 8th coming off the Verrazano. Belt at Flatbush is fine. BQE getting into the trench here at Hamilton Avenue on the Gowanus ramp looks busy as usual. Inbound Brooklyn Bridge here at Sackett in the trench is heavy. Outbound on the left there at the Brooklyn Bridge is solid. And by Atlantic Avenue is just a mess here this morning. Metropolitan Avenue by the Williamsburg Bridge on the left, that looks pretty good. The Gowanus at 37th, they finally got that camera working back again. So, that's actually not too bad. Here's the Gowanus, the Prospect this morning. Just a mess of traffic getting across the top of the world. We go to Manhattan now. We'll check out this deal. At the top of the world, I got to get in touch with Bernie. Maybe in the fall, we'll bring Mr. Wagon Blast or Jack Packard on again. That was a lot of fun. Got a lot of good response from that video that he joined us for the last half hour of the show. So I'll have to see when Bernie will be available. Queensboro Bridge on the left, that's the lower roadway, about 15 minutes there. 5th at 49th, really busy here in Midtown. 7th at 34th, that doesn't look bad at all. Closer to Macy's. FDR Drive, what else is new there? At the RFK on the left. Here at 96th, it's fine. That's kind of where it ends, the delay. Brooklyn Bridge, FDR Drive is fine. Henry Hudson, both at 9.6 and 125. Looks good. West Street at the Intrepid. Kind of normal stuff there. Let's go to the Bronx. Should update these cameras to put a couple other ones in, but these are really just in my mind, the key kind of choke points here. Let's see, we got Bruckner at the Bronx River Parkway. They kind of zoomed it in here on that southbound side of Bruckner Boulevard, so not quite sure why, but BRP here at 174 is good. Cross Bronx, the Bronx River, heading west is fairly busy. The Deegan here at Willis Avenue, that is pretty much a mess in either direction. Cross Bronx here at Webster, that actually looks good both ways. Henry Hudson at 232 is good. This is the eastbound side off the George is busy here at Undercliff. And then the Deegan here heading south at 230th Street, a little busy. Something's going on here, broken down. Looks like a broken down refrigerated box truck, like the box truck. We will, let's see here now. Take a look at the belt at 158. That's okay. BQE here at Broadway is fine. Eastbound Grand Central at 188 is a solid ride passing St. John's. Jackie Robinson Forest Park Drive looks good. Queens Midtown Tunnel about 20 to 25 minutes there. West on the LIE is heavy here, still at Queens Boulevard from that earlier crash. Van Wyck at the Grand Central interchange. That doesn't look terrible. It's here at Hillside Avenue, a little bit busy both ways. And the Whitestone getting up to the bridge, heading north is just a mess. We'll go to the East River crossings. Let's check that out here in real time, shall we? Let's do this. Brooklyn Bridge, inbound there. That's the inbound side. This is the approach to the Battery Tunnel in the center. Manhattan Bridge, that's the upper roadway. Lower roadway, Manhattan Bridge is fine. The inner roadway at the Williamsburg is good. Again, Midtown Tunnel about 25. There's the Ed Koch lower roadway is fairly busy. Upper level both ways, or actually both sides, I should say, because the HOV lanes are in effect. About 15 minutes there. Not even that, maybe 10. So I'm looking back at it here. Back towards the beginnings of the Queensboro Bridge. So there is your long for your city tour this morning. Showing you some of the hot spots there, and this Long Island situation with this crash on the northern state is really just it's been out there for almost an hour and a half. Still with us, and this delay is just extending now almost back to the Meadowbrook with this crash, and that's why the LIE East here is heavy through the same stretch. Westbound side, a lot of rubbernecking delays back to 135 now. LIE West is heavy here at 135 because people are bailing off the northern state because they're seeing the overhead signs about the northern state delays. So that is heavy out towards 106 and 107. Southern state is just our normal mess of traffic between the Meadowbrook and the Wantagh. West is heavy from 109 all the way towards 135. We continue out towards the LIE. Still some pockets of volume here at Vets Highway. Sunrise Highway is looking good. The LIE is clear. 25A is fine. East on 24 is busy into Flanders, and Sunrise Highway is heavy out through East Quogue, Hampton Bays, Shinnecock Hills. Starting to pick up some more delays here in Bridgehampton, Wainscott, East Hampton, out towards Hampton Howie's house. I think Stern is off for the entire summer again. I don't think he's left his Hampton's house in like a year and a half. I don't know if he's ever been back to the city. Who knows if he ever goes back to the studio? Yeah, I don't know. It seems like the show is, for the most part, moving along fairly well with everybody in their respective places. Let's go to Connecticut here because I'm seeing some delays on the Merritt Parkway Wilbur Cross combo. See if there's anything there. 34 New Haven, 34 West, 2 left lanes are shut. Route 8 road work. 5248, 4235, 95, 29, 21, 1911, and then 10 through 5. Busy there. 34 camera. I think there's only one or two that are there. I think it's off of 95, but then there's the delays in Stanford going south at 8 through 9, all the way to the Darien Rest area. Way up here. 6. I thought there was a camera. 5. Nothing. Okay. Let's just see what this is. So it's a little bit of a delay here into 52. I still think there's something going on here. Yeah, I think there is a crash here at Route 25 by exit 51 or so, 50, 51 in that area. So we're back towards the Route 8 split. Let's look for that. South on the 8 and 25 is fairly busy here. Coming out of about exit Chopsy Hill Road down to 95. And then there's your 95 delays, more delays as you make your way through Westport, Route 7. Parkway's heavy Route 7 down exit 35. And then through Stanford, it's just a mess. Again, just our kind of normal delay of traffic. Hudson Valley now. Oh, we're at 8:45. We missed the weather. Okay, we'll get to the Hudson Valley in a second. Wow, lost track of time here. Let's do this. Let's bring in our weather forecast. We'll take a very brief break. So partly sunny skies out there, cloudy, it just depends on where you are really. So we'll go partly sunny to partly cloudy, possibly. We'll put it that vernacular. It could be a little bit of sun glare depending on where you are. So temps are well into the mid 70s now, almost 80 degrees. Starting to cook up fairly nicely here at 8:47. We've got 74 and cloudy in the central Jersey area. So again, we're looking at mid to upper 70s here into New Jersey. Same thing into the mid 70s throughout the 5 boroughs. Out to Long Island, once again, mid 70s are where we're holding strong here this morning. As we continue over to lower Westchester, looking at temps into the lower 70s, we'll put it, a little bit cooler there. Same thing in towards southwestern Connecticut, a little warmer along the shoreline, 75 in Bridgeport and 75 in New Haven. Let's continue on to the forecast for today. Possibly an isolated evening shower. Again, this is National Night Out for the entire country. Is August 2nd, where you can get out and meet members of your local police department, as well as EMS, fire responders, all emergency personnel. It's a great idea to interact with those agencies, with the public, and get a chance to meet and greet and say hello and have a lot of fun. A lot of places have barbecues and cookouts and so forth. So usually that takes place between like 5 and 9 p.m., depending on your locale. So get out and meet some of your very heroic first responders. Going to be a little bit warm later on this afternoon, so I'm not going to lie to you there. It's going to be into the lower 90s. And again, an evening shower and storm is certainly a distinct possibility for that. So I think it's more inland New Jersey is where you're going to see those 90s. Out towards Long Island, I think we're comfortably going to be into the mid 80s or so. Let's take a look at our rain and storm threats for today. Isolated evening storm is possible for today, Wednesday, Thursday. We're looking good. Late day storm threat on Friday. And then also into Saturday, some showers and storms are possible. Here's that 7-day weather forecast. And, if our temperatures do hold up here today to get into the lower 90s, today, tomorrow at 92, 96 is going to be the hottest day of the entire 7-day forecast. Real field temperature is well into the 100-degree mark. So that will be a little mini heat wave. And if we can push to 90 on Friday, it would add a fourth day, but I just don't see it coming for Saturday. I think those storms and showers, depending on the timing of all that, will cool things off a little bit for us on Saturday, coming in at 86 degrees. Again, it's not a washout. It's just, some scattered showers and potential storms, summertime storms. That's what we're dealing with. And then 90 again on Sunday. And then Monday is a late storm chance there at 91 degrees. And we thank Jon Rocco for providing the forecast. Johnny, have a terrific Tuesday, and we'll see you back in the Weather Center here on Wednesday at 7 a.m. All right, so this half hour is sponsored by Travels with Darley. Darley Newman has an amazing program on Amazon Prime, PBS Create, Wonder Woman Ovation TV's journey. Head to her website, darley-newman.com, for the best information on the best travel program on the air. In her 10th season, she's out in France, as we saw the update a little while ago about eating croissants or having some sort of French pastry and cheese and wine and the whole deal. So Darley is out filming her 10th season. She is in France. I'm excited to see where she is headed to next for this 10th season. Again, this is kind of her prime time when she goes out and films the upcoming season in the summer and fall timeframe for a winter debut. Looks like sometime early next year is when the 10th anniversary season will be airing across PBS stations across the country. But, Darley's program is completely different than all the others. It really is just a very local flavor that she gets from a local tour guide, local resident, and shows her the best places to eat, drink, and does a lot of adventure stuff too. A lot of rock climbing, hiking, biking. Always finds a great brewery, a local microbrewery in many different areas. A lot of great food, and also provides a lot of great history as well in her Travels with Darley program. Now, as I mentioned earlier about this program that's coming up in about 2.5 weeks. This is from the Smithsonian Associates Destination Cities, St. Louis, and that is Thursday, August 18th from 7 to 8:30. It's an hour lecture with about a half an hour of Q&A. Darley is the host of this program about St. Louis, Missouri. So if you have any desire to head to St. Louis or just want to find out more about the city of St. Louis, Darley is your information source here. So Destination Cities, St. Louis, Smithsonian Associates, go to their website, smithsonianassociates.org, and look on the calendar for August the 18th. You can purchase tickets there for this wonderful lecture that she will be providing on St. Louis from 7 to 8:30. And again, they're always very well attended, very interactive. You can post up comments to her guests and to herself about different things that comes up in the lecture. Very much like the speaker series from at NJPAC from Fairleigh Dickinson many years ago. Went to all of those, and they were fantastic series. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that maybe that comes back for the fall, after the last 2 years of the pandemic, canceled for obvious reasons. So hopefully that will be back in person come the fall, but we shall see for the NJ Speaker Series. But again, this is very similar to that, with a hour lecture and a Q&A afterwards. So now, if you're unfamiliar with Darley's program, let me show you a short, brief clip. Let's see. This is from season 3. Enjoy.
From driving one of the most famous highways in America,
Get your kicks on Route 66.
to exploring uncharted natural places in Wyoming and Martinique.
In Rio de Janeiro, they have Copacabana. Los Angeles, they have Venice Beach. And Martinique, you have Les Salines.
And we came to the right place.
Exactly, yes.
The next season of Travels with Darley brings you the familiar and fascinating.
People ski here.
People do ski that amazingly.
They're like human clay.
Human clay.
Join me and charming local friends
Great job. You're hired.
I could come intern here. And it all started right here
It
in
all
Ottawa.
started right here in little old Ottawa.
We welcomed Jerry Seinfeld and David Copperfield and Kenny Rogers and Jay Leno, and
A lot of talent has come through here. A lot of magic at this theater.
right where we're standing, the magic happened.
as we explore Wyoming, Illinois, the French Caribbean, and Hong Kong on a brand new season.
Cheers.
So that's just a little sample of Travels with Darley, once again on PBS Create, Amazon Prime, as well as Ovation TV's Journey and Wondrum. There's the slide I meant to bring up instead of the traffic incident map. But again, Travels with Darley, head to her website, darley-newman.com. All right, so let's give you the official roundup here at 8:55 as we're coming up to the top of the 9 o'clock hour. Remember, I told you about what I thought was something going on to the turnpike there this morning as we head north in towards the Alzo curve by interchange 3. It is a tractor trailer fire. I don't think that there's a camera in this location, but we shall take a check. Let's see. This is at the toll plaza, probably. Yeah, that's not going to show us anything there. So we will go back to the incident pages. There we go. This overturned truck on northbound 19 from westbound 78. Still taking out the ramp, partially taking out part of that ramp to the turnpike. 280, again, we know that there was a crash there going west out through Pleasant Valley Way and Prospect Ave. So that is still all tied up. So we go to, we'll work our way south here. 208, pretty busy into Maple Avenue. South on 17 is busy out through Century Road where Alexandra is. Both ways here out in Rochelle Park. Is heavy. 80 is really busy here west of the Parkway into Patterson. Both ways, 46 Route 3 at that combo in Clifton is busy. Both ways, the Parkway is heavy at 148. There's the 280 delay as you travel west into exit 8 with that crash just cleared. Both ways, the 280 across the Stickle Drawbridge is busy. Let's see, getting into 15E is fairly congested there. West on 78, locals busy through Vauxhall, and then west on 24 is heavy out by the mall at Short Hills. Parkway, a little busy both ways through the Union Construction. Turnpike is fine, though, through Middlesex County. Northern Middlesex, I should say. 287, a little busy in Edison. Then again, inbound Brook. 78, we're fine. 287 is good, but both ways of 80 at 287, that is going to be a sluggish ride as well. The turnpike is a little busy out through in Jamesburg out by 8A. I'm thinking there may be some road work there, but let's do this construction and we'll go check it out in real time. I think there is road work there on the turnpike. South between 11 and 10. Outside exit to Cranberry South River Road from 130, 8A, one right lane closed until 12. So that's what this is here. 8A. Headed down the shore, things are fine, but that eastbound 138 push out to Belmar is fairly busy. Everyone trying to get to the shore, out to the beaches in Belmar and Spring Lake and Point Pleasant. Parkway looks good. Toms River all the way down through Atlantic City, Ocean City, Wildwood, Cape May. And as we get out through Avalon and Sea Isle City and Ocean City, we're in good shape as well. Let's check out our New York City incident list, shall we? See if anything is popped up. Let's see. Outer roadway westbound just past Woodhaven Boulevard. 2 lanes are shut. Another crash almost in that same area as we had one earlier this morning. Focus in on that. That will be, oh no, we go to the city cameras. I'm sorry. Goes up. Yeah, it's that outer roadway there. Well, let's see here. It's on this here, right in there, maybe. There's 2 lanes shut, then that would mean the whole thing is shut. There it is. So it's really, well, maybe it is 2 lanes here. couple of vehicles gotten involved here. This Sienna minivan, two of them actually. And I don't know what vehicle that is. Like a Mustang convertible. So a little bit tied up there on that outer roadway here this morning for you. Let's go to the Long Island incident page. Let's see if the northern state finally has cleared up this crash. No, still at Brush Hollow Road. Then we've got another crash now on the southern 2425. The shoulder is out there, and then a partial exit ramp blocked at 106, 107, going east on the LIE. I want to bring up, we're going to take this out and let's go to Long Island. Again, just seeing just a ton of traffic here on that northern state, and the LIE picked up a lot of alternate volume, and it's also, again, busy to 106, 107 with that crash. West on the LIE is heavy at 135. So this whole section, Westbury, Plainview, Hicksville, Jericho, Bethpage, Syosset, it's just a mess. I mean, there's really not a whole lot of places for you to go. Southern State Parkway is busy here. Meadowbrook to Wantagh, to the Wantagh Parkway again by 24, dealing with that one crash there. Let's head out to the East End. Is fairly busy here this morning, out through Hampton Bays into Southampton. East on 24 and Riverhead is a little bit busy, but the North Fork, Mattatuck, Cutchogue, Southold, Greenport, Orient, all the way out towards Orient. Things are going to be in good order there. Let's go to the Connecticut incident page as we're getting ready to wrap up things here in just a brief moment or so. Just our normal delays at 95, 29, 21, 19, 11, 10 through 5, Merritt 5248, because I still think that there's a crash there out by Route 25. 34 accident is cleared. Then some midday repairs being set up. Let's go to the Hudson Valley incident page, check up with that this morning. I know that the Bear Mountain Bridge accident there out by the circle, near the Ansville Circle, or I forgot what they call that. Taconic crashed there south by exit 23, Bryant Pond Road, broken down vehicle 684. The shoulder is out. Another crash with injuries on the Taconic State. Hopefully no one's seriously injured there. Out in LaGrange in Dutchess County by Route 55, southbound Route 9, Myers Corner Road in Wappinger. Shoulder is out there by Route 9, on Route 9, I should say, Route 93. Broken down vehicle, Taconic, FDR Drive, State Park Road, Westchester. All right. So let's go to transit. We'll finish up here with our trains. We still have alerts here. Couple canceled trains, one canceled train on the corridor, 20 minutes late, congestion for the corridor there, about 30 minutes late here on the coastline. Additional for canceled train 3504, 836, arrival in Penn Station, New York. Raton Valley, about 15 minutes there through Plainfield. Check up with Path here this morning. See what we have going on. Absolutely nothing. Let's go to the MTA now. Check in there. We got some delays cropping up here. One train delayed. Investigate unauthorized person on the tracks. 2 and 3 running its delays. Responded reported someone being disrupted at Wall Street, southbound there. Delays have removed the train. Mechanical problems from service at Times Square, 42nd Street. All right, so we go to the rails. Let's see. Delays on the New Haven line. 10:15 delays from Southport and South Farm. Planned boarding changes missing the first 6 cars to exit eastbound trains at Marillion Avenue. Let's look at that at the Port Jeff branch. And finish up with the Hudson River crossings. Let's check out the vibe there. 20, average about 20 at the George, about 20 at the Lincoln, about 10 to 15 at the Holland Tunnel. So kind of par for the course here this morning for our bridges and tunnels. To put myself back in the stream. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. All right. So we thank you so much for watching. Going to wrap up things here on a Tuesday. Can't believe it's already August the 2nd, right? Just incredible. Again, we thank our sponsor, Travel with Darley, as well as the Crown for Vanilla Creamery for sponsoring the big broadcast. Don't forget, you know what? Let's do this real fast. Let me call up this page here. Yeah. Shameless self-promotion, right? Why not? It's my show. So Tri-State Traffic Show here on YouTube. Well, we are at 105 subscribers. Let's go for that 200 and 200, right? Let's do what we can. Get the word out to as many people as possible. All of your friends, please subscribe to the Tri-State Traffic Show here on YouTube. Hit the bell notifications. We'll let you know when that goes live. Also, the Facebook page is at Tri-State Traffic Show on Facebook. So definitely, please go ahead and do that if you can. Much appreciative here for myself and Johnny Rocco in the Weather Center, putting together an entire traffic and weather channel from my living room. It's been very interesting the last 3 months. But nonetheless, please subscribe to the Tri-State Traffic Show. Already 105. We're going for 200 and 200. Let's see if we can do that. I know we can. I know we can do that, to go for 200 subscribers, and then onward and upward from there. So I want to thank all of our great loyal viewers, Anna and Alexandra. Good luck with the flowers. Let us know what you decide to choose in tomorrow's broadcast. And again, I like the first choice there, the quite sure what you call them. I forgot what you call them. Look at this. Let me go with the comics. Calla lilies. I think those are the ones that I would go with, because they look very much, like I said, a rose and a tulip together. So that would be my choice. But it's my wedding, so it's all yours. Anyway, so thanks so much for joining us. Everybody have a terrific Tuesday. Have a fantastic day. Again, head out to National Night Out. Again, National Night Out. Very important that the community interacts with all of our emergency responders, police, fire, EMS. Gets down to a personal level. You get to meet and greet and talk to your local emergency responders, who are very important in any kind of an emergency. So definitely get out and say hello, and maybe enjoy a hot dog or a hamburger or some popcorn or something. But again, that's National Night Out. Again, National Night Out is this evening. I'd say anywhere between 5 p.m. and 9 p.m. is usually the time frame that they usually go ahead and do that around the country. All right, friends, have a terrific Tuesday and drive safely, and we'll see you tomorrow, everybody.